Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at gnomes or duendes, and these clips are more than likely not real, but again, we gotta look at the real with the fake so we can determine what actually is real. Before we get started, if you haven't already done so, make sure you click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my latest content. Number 1. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Softrick, and in this video, he happens to see something in his garden that runs away once he tries to call it out to his wife. Now, he seems certain that he's captured what looks to be a gnome on camera. However, the way it moves, I'm not so certain. This feels more like it's possibly an animal, maybe it's a cat. Whatever it is, it moves really quick. After watching it like 6 or 7 times, I'm starting to think it might just be CGI. Then again, I could be wrong. This really could be a gnome. I mean, it has the right color for the face and the beard. It just seems to be lacking in the garden or woodland variety here. This just seems like a suburban backyard. I'm leaning towards no, this is not real, but why don't you comment down below, share your thoughts on this clip.
Susan! Susan! It's there! I can see the camera! It's moving! It's moving right away! Susan! Come here! Come here!
Number 2. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Critters Chronicle Co. And in this video, they claim that something doesn't exist, but they've got it on camera. Well, when I look up gnome, this comes up quite a bit, so I decided to include it, but I don't see shit. If you guys see something, comment down below, but all I see is a small woodland creek or canal even, or maybe a river or a stream. Whatever this is, I don't see anything paranormal. Do you?
People say they're not real and they don't exist, but I'll prove you wrong. Look at this. Let me see if I can get a good view. Just gotta look closely. Okay, so yeah, if you look towards the back there, near the bank. Yep, see it there. See it there? Oh, there it is, yep. So they're real, they exist. People.
Number 3. This video comes from Cosmic Miggy, and in this video, somebody in the Philippines takes a picture of their backyard, and they happen to capture something that isn't all quite human. My problem is this picture happens to be perfectly centered on what could be a duende. Kind of sketch. In the lines of this kind of research, the way I see it is this: if it's too perfect, it most likely is fake, and this almost feels too perfect. They have a perfectly lined up shot of them creeping behind a tree where they happen to capture what looks to be a gnome or a duende peeking back at them from right behind their backyard. Now granted, I'll give you this, it's interesting that a lot of the times we see creatures like this in South America. I just personally feel like this is too convenient. My guess this is a doll or a ceramic gnome placed perfectly for a photo op and a possible hoax. But like always, I'm going to leave it up to you to comment down below and let me know what you think. Is it real? Is it fake? I'm not buying it. Are you? I'll give him one thing. It's a creepy picture nonetheless.
So this clip went viral last year in the Philippines, and supposedly someone took a picture and there was a gnome, a duende, in the background.
It's just a simple picture. Wala lang talaga, yung parang kinuhanan ko lang talaga. And then on the next day, Monday, tinatry ko zoom. Actually, tinatry ko zoom. And then hanggang may na-notice ako dun sa, sa puno ng dalawang saging. Meron isang image na hindi ko ma-explain actually.
What do you guys think? Is this real or is it hoax? Could this be CGI? Is this person telling the truth? Is this actual evidence of a gnome, of a duende?
Number 4. This video is brought to us by TikTok user CA7, and in the video description it claims that they're home alone and they're being antagonized by a gnome, which I have heard that duendes are known to cause mischief. However, when you see the thing that's giving them grief, it doesn't look like a gnome to me. It's also very seldom you see a gnome in someone's home. I know that rhyme, that's kind of funny. Essentially, they're seen outside in the wilderness or in gardens. It's very rare that you happen to see one in a home, but in this case, we have a supposable gnome causing mischief right there in this man's home. Personally to me, yes, it was a short clip. We didn't get to see a very good look at it, but it looked to me like a child had maybe painted their face white. It's not hard to fake clips like this. All you have to do is do a nice little cut, or you have them run out of scene. As you can see, he's only filmed the wall and towards the kitchen, but he didn't get the entire room of the kitchen, so for all we know, the kid ran around behind him. This is easily faked. This honestly just feels like two kids were messing around with their dad's camera and they happened to shoot what they thought was something scary. See, personally, it doesn't look like a gnome to me. It looks like a half-ass attempt at a ghost child. I don't buy it and you shouldn't either, and at this point, hey, it saves me from putting on a future video where I talk about, hey, this is a fake ghost encounter, because this is what it feels like it's trying to be. Number 5. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Scary Videos, and in this video we have a supposed gnome captured on camera in the street at night in Mexico. So I guess it's a duende, if you want to get really technical. However, when they shine a light on it, we get a good look for just a second. And to me, that doesn't look like a gnome. It looks like somebody's on their knees, not wearing a shirt, attempting to be a gnome. And with the really shitty footage here, it's easily passable as a possible paranormal creature. Now, I know I jokingly say the shittier the quality of video, the more likely it's paranormal. However, in this case, I think this is really old footage. I feel like this is from like 2007 or 8. And it looks kind of passable in the shadow, but then you just get a shot of the guy and, I mean, look at, he's all torso and tummy. Unless we caught the world's first drunk gnome with a beer belly on camera, that really could be the case. Unfortunately, I don't buy it. The quality of the footage is just really, really low. Had not shined the light like they did, they probably could have sold it as passable, but it's enough for me to go, yeah, that is definitely someone's TO just on his knees playing around. So guys, I'll leave it up to you. What do you think that is? An enormous blob or possibly a gnome? Comment your answer down below. Number 6. This video is brought to us by TikTok user FortniteLover69, and woo-wee with a name like that. This short clip shows us kids playing around when they happen to capture something running around their apartment or home that could be a gnome. Looks more like the elf on the shelf went rogue, personally. Whatever this thing is, it's extremely small, so I can see how it could be considered a duende or maybe an elf. I've seen similar videos of this and it always feels the same. You always have kids playing around with a soccer ball. A toy happens to be bumped or feels like it's in danger, so it gets up and runs away. With this one, though, it's hard to tell for certain. It's just such low quality. It could be CGI for all I know, but I can't say for certain that this is a gnome or even an elf. If it was real, this is cryptid brutality, because look how they kick it and punt it into the back room. It's just shameful. Number 7. And this video is brought to us by TikTok user Lifting the Veil. You've heard of box trolls? Well, how about box gnomes? So the person filming this comes across what I can only assume is an older doll, but looks like it could be some kind of fae-like creature. And the first response is, oh, let me shove it in this box, next to the rusty mattress spring. The movement feels staged and not organic. If this thing really was alive, it would be fighting a lot harder than they are. Hard enough that they would need 2 hands to contain something like that. To me, this is just a really shitty prank video that I'm sure has fooled, if not hundreds, thousands of people. But I'm here to tell you, don't buy this bullshit. If box trolls are real, they don't look like this, and this is not how you make one. Fun side story here, I actually encountered a box troll once. Somebody I knew dated one time, and let me tell you, they're small, vile creatures with sharp little teeth, and they wear glasses. They'll back right into your fucking Honda, and they won't even apologize. That's the kind of monsters they are. you've made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed your trip down Duende Lane. If you haven't done so already, maybe consider hitting that like button, leaving me a comment, or even subscribing. Stuff like that helps my algorithm and it helps me continue making videos for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.